In episode 51, iPiffle on how Hinduism, Buddhism, Baha'i, and Sikhism perceives evil. Hindus believe in the concept of dharma, the principle of cosmic order. According to this principle, the world is clearly divided into good and evil. Hindu teachings even go so far as to advocate that there are times when wars must be waged for the protection and preservation of Dharma. However, the main emphasis in Hinduism is less about good and evil and focus more on the concept of karma, meaning that evil is the result of bad actions rather than evil people. The Bhagavad Gita, Hindu's holy text, addresses the balance of good and evil. When the balance strays too far towards evil actions, a deity in the body of a human comes down to earth to help restore the balance back to good. Buddhism's primary duality is between suffering and enlightenment. Therefore, good versus evil has no direct correlation to each other. However, based on an analysis of the teachings of Buddha, whatever causes suffering is considered as evil. Buddhists refer to evil primarily as the three selfish emotions: desire, hate, and delusion. And to the extent they are manifested by human physical and verbal actions, constitutes the amount of evil in the world at any given time. Buddhists also believe that the root of evil is desire and illusion. More specifically, Buddhists define evil as anything that harms or hinders the causes for happiness in this life. Evil to a Buddhist are such things as slandering, gossip, abuse, envy, hatred, lying, murder, and clinging to a false doctrine. Evil is also defined as anything that obstructs a person from receiving a better rebirth in the next life. Ultimately, the goal of the Buddhist soul is to one day be completely liberated from the samsara, the theory of rebirth. If the three selfish emotions can be overcome, then a person can hope to bask in the true and complete enlightenment of a Buddha, an awakened one. In the Baha'i religion, evil has no existence at all. Evil is nothing more than a lack of good, in much the same way that ignorance is a lack of knowledge. Since evil is a state of lacking, it cannot have any real existence on its own. Evil is relative to man's actions. When someone willfully commits an action that is not good, then it is evil. To the followers of the Baha'i faith, evil is more of an abstract concept than a true reality. They view evil as something closer in scope to an intellectual exercise. In the Baha'i faith, God is thought to be good, and so is the world and everything he has created, including man. The book of Genesis confirms this. When following his creation of the universe, God is quoted as saying, "It is good." Because of this proclamation by God that the world is good, evil cannot exist nor have a true reality. In Sikhism, the concept of evil is ever evolving as one's spirit journeys upon the path to liberation. Early in the quest for spiritual growth, good and evil may seem to be easily discernible. However, as a man's spirit continues to evolve, it reaches a point where it can see more clearly, to the point where the concept of evil completely vanishes and the truth is revealed. Despite this belief, Sikhism, like so many other religions, also incorporates a list of transgressions from which suffering, corruption, and negative consequences arises. This list of transgressions is known as the five thieves, and they include attachment, greed, wrath, lust, and egotism. While the concept of evil is not explicitly stated, the followers of Sikhism believe that any person who gives in to the temptations of the five thieves is someone who lives a selfish life and is without virtue. Thank you for listening. I hope you will join me in my next video.